Hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Queen Blessing Ebigesin, popularly known as Black Queen. I'm a Nollywood actress and a filmmaker. I'm the president and founder of Queen Blessing Foundation and the vice president of Association of Movie Producers. I don't know how these eyelashes makes me look. It's the first time I'm wearing this very bushy one. But tell me what do you think? Is it nice on me, or do you prefer the one I wear before, or the type of length I wear before? I just feel like looking different. Tell me what you think. If you be like Han fan, tell me. Anyway, I want to talk about Will and Jada and Chris Rock, okay, and that very mighty Oscar slap. Um, I don't know. It feels good to have your man stand up for you the way Will did with Jada, and I'm a very big fan of Jada Pinkett. I love her a lot. I started watching her movies when I was still in my teens. Okay, she's one of the reasons I became an actor. I just love the way she acts. And Will Smith is my all-time handsome hero. So you may think that because I love them a lot, I'm going to be biased, but no. I think that, like I said earlier, it's good. It's a good feeling to have your man stand up for you the way he did. And I think that it's about time comedians know that even though they use the day-to-day things to crack jokes to make people laugh, that there are some sensitive issues you cannot use to crack joke no matter what, because there's no way that joke is going to be so sweet. It's going to leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth at the end of the day. I always tell people that there are three things in this world you shouldn't use to mock anyone: sickness, money, and children. The reason is because only God gives good health. And so that you're healthy, that you're fine, that you're okay, does not mean that you mock the next person struggling with whatever it is they're struggling with, because you're not God. In a slap of a finger like this, 1 second, any disease at all can hit you. Children, only God gives children, no matter how rich you are. If it is not in your destiny to have children, you can never have them. So never mock anybody who does not have children, because it's not in your hands. It's not because you're too good. It's not because you're too kind. It's not because you're too righteous that you have children. It is just the grace of God. Appreciate it. Pray for those who do not have, for God to also bless them, because it's a good feeling. Money, it's only God that gives money. No matter how hard you work. Yes, there are some lazy people who would not do anything but will wait to collect crumbs from people. That's a different case. But no matter how hard you work, if it's not your destiny to have money, you never have money. People will come and do little job and they will have money. You'll be carrying the whole heavy duty in this world, you still not have money. So it is not good to mock people with the fact that you have money more than them. If you cannot help them, don't mock their situation, because God will punish you for it. And so the fact that Chris Rock cracked a joke about the alopecia Jada Pinkett is having, it's in bad taste. Because trust me, if you have an option to carry low cut because you want to, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. You know you can cut your hair when you feel like it. You know you were the one that wanted to cut your hair. I've carried such hair before when I went back completely. I also I've carried dread before. It was when I wanted to do Bombard Apple Super Story that I cut my dread. Then it was Aunt Alanion that was the director, and he said I couldn't tie all through. So I was playing a village girl, Madam Kufu's daughter, so I had to cut my hair. Now that was an option. That was a choice, because I know I could grow it back. So when you mock people who do not have a choice, who the only thing it's that that's just how life has decided, to treat them, then it becomes a problem. Some people are very sensitive. Some people that have alopecia have committed suicide before because they couldn't stand the fact that they don't have their hair. And I mean, yes, you can be covering your head with wig, but for how long? There are sometimes you'll be at home, you still want to take that wig off. Like I'm going out now. It's my Madam President's birthday. Of like I told you guys, I'm the vice president of the Association of Male Producer. Peace Anya Musigwe, MFR, is the president of today is her birthday. We're doing a surprise party for her. I'm all dressed up going. I have my wig on. Trust me, immediately I finish there and I get into the car, this wig is going to be seated nicely at my back seat. It's a choice. But when you have such disease, it becomes a problem because you don't even know who you're going to run into. You don't know how people are going to look at you. So it's very sensitive, and comedians should begin to understand that there are sensitive issues they should never crack jokes with. Think about the jokes you want to crack before you crack them. Before even going on stage, don't even go on stage and start looking at the audience, because a lot of comedians do that. They start looking at the audience and start picking who they want to crack a joke about. They start picking and they start thinking about what that person have done, what that person has not done. They crack jokes about it. Some people are very sensitive. You can crack joke about somebody and the person will just go home and commit suicide. People commit suicide for very little things, not to talk of things that are as serious as this. So I blame Chris Rock, and I'm so happy that Chris Rock has apologized and also said he didn't even know that Jada Pinkett had alopecia. So we can excuse him because he said he didn't know. It's my opinion. I don't think he didn't know, because Jada has talked about it several times. She even have, I think she has, either she is the one that has that club or she joined the club. Because of her testimony, a lot of people that had alopecia can now rock their hair, can now, do whatever they want, the way they look, embrace the way they look, and, they feel very happy about it. That's the awareness she created. And so when Chris Rock is saying, I don't know, well, I don't know how true that is, but whatever it is, he has said he doesn't know, and he has apologized, and I think we should let it slide. As for Will Smith, he also, in his acceptance speech when he came out to collect the Oscar award for Best Actor, I was touched. I was so emotional. It was as if I was there. He was crying. You could see the genuine hurt. You could see that he felt embarrassed by going to slap Chris Rock the way he did. And he said it all. Love can make you do crazy things. Before you judge anyone, ask yourself, what would you have done if you found your spouse in such a vulnerable state at the joke that Chris Rock or at the joke that any other person cracks? How would you defend your spouse? So for me, I don't think that Will Smith was just being a human being. Yes, I agree. A father figure, a celebrity with a lot of fans, with a lot of people looking up to you, you can't afford such luxury. You must be composed at every time. I would have preferred that he gets on that stage, takes the microphone, or gets on that stage, tells Chris Rock, you crack a joke about my wife, this is a joke you crack about her, and I think it's in bad taste because she's suffering this condition, and I don't think she should have done this, and then wait for Chris Rock to apologize. That would have been a kind of better option. But we are humans. Sometimes when something triggers in us, we don't even know when we react. And sometimes we react badly. There's none of us that will say they haven't been in a position where they regretted what they did. For instance, in 2016, when I went to buy a car somewhere in my two, me and my younger brother were together at the Charles. He also bought a car. So while we were buying those cars, or I think somebody at the car wash, me, I'm funny. I go out the way I feel like. Sometimes I can just go out with my leggings and top and with my hair looking like one village girl. I don't care. Nobody controls how I look. I control the way I look and the way I want to look. So the guy just saw me and he was behaving anyhow. I think one thing led to another. We were arguing. One thing led to another. He called me a prostitute. And if you understand what prostitution means from where I come from, I'm from Edo State, and for a woman like me that has worked so hard to get every kobo that I spent to get to the level where I am today, it's a big deal for me when you call me a prostitute. So immediately he said that, and you know how men are. Immediately they see you drive a big car, you are a prostitute. And I wonder if their mother is not a prostitute, if their sister is not a prostitute, if their wives are not prostitutes. Immediately he said that, I did not know when I lose my mind. The next thing I saw was my hand went on his face. Why? The guy pinned. That was how sound, how strong. I used the whole of my energy to slap the guy. He spinned around and people gathered. He wanted to retaliate. My brother got in between, and it was gree. So they took me out of there. That hand pained me for more than 3 months. That's the force I used. And at the end of the day, people faulted him that, how can you call a woman a prostitute? Is your mother not a prostitute? And they've also faulted me that I should have reported him, that these places, they have union and all of that. But again, immediately he said prostitute, my head just went like that. So I couldn't control myself anymore. But you see, as a celebrity, as somebody people look up to, you must control yourself all the time. That is my point. I have also been in that vulnerable state, so I understand exactly what Will Smith was feeling and why he reacted the way he did. There is no place for violence. We should preach love, not violence, because the hatred in this world is too much. But then again, let's also remember that we are humans and sometimes we make mistakes. Will defended his wife, fantastic. I don't agree that he slapped Chris Rock, should have done it differently. He has apologized. Let's leave him alone. The man did what he had to do. And he said it all. Love can make you do crazy things. Chris Rock has also apologized. Let it be. I mean, so many things on social media. Everybody is talking. This one is bashing Will Smith. This one is bashing. What if it was you? Maybe you would have done worse. I just want to say that sometimes we react even without knowing that what we want to do for the next person. And when we apologize to each other, we should embrace each other and move on. It would have been fantastic when he apologized to the Academy and all his fellow nominees, that he apologized to Chris Rock at the same time. But I believe at that time he didn't see that he did any wrong, and that was why he apologized the following day. Whether he apologized then or now, my opinion is my opinion. Bottom line is, he has apologized. Anyway, guys, drop your comment at the comment section. If you think Will Smith did right, if you think he would have done something, defend his wife but do it differently. If you think that Chris Rock was right, and if you think that it's okay now that they've apologized, that we should move on and leave this issue alone, drop your comment at the comment section. I want you to understand that on my page, they don't bully anybody, they don't insult anybody. No direct comment or insults against my person. If you do that, I don't reply anymore. What I do now is, if you put a comment I don't like, I click on your comment, I ban you from my page, delete your comment, end of story. The world needs to preach love, not hate. So I don't retaliate. I don't insult you back anymore. I used to do that. I've grown past that level now. What I do is block you. So if you want to keep seeing my videos, you must not like every video I post. The day you like one, enjoy it, drop a comment, tell me thank you. The day you don't like it, just do like you didn't see it. Let's keep building ourselves and keep learning from each other. I love you guys.